It leads me to this first observation I hope to draw out today, and that is this, that the saved thief, I'm going to refer to the saved thief as that goes into paradise with Jesus to my left. I have no inside knowledge on that, just for sake of referring to two different parts. This is the unsaved thief, okay? And this is the saved thief. And when Jesus defers to him, what's interesting is that the saved thief actually reviled Jesus previously like everyone else, even while he was on the cross. So in a moment of somewhere in between 6 hours, he goes from cussing out Jesus to being with him in paradise. You're like, what in the world? Check this out. There's a couple verses that shed some more context on these two criminals. It says this in Matthew 27:44. And the robbers who were crucified with him, Jesus, also reviled him in the same way. So Luke frames it out in his gospel. Almost, he doesn't add that part. He just says that there was this thief that was railing at Jesus, his words. And then the other criminal rebukes this criminal and says, hey man, we're getting what we deserve, but not Jesus. But Matthew notes that previously, upon their crosses going up and them dying on all three of their crosses, that both of these thieves were piping in, were jawing and jabbing at Jesus. I think God lets us get to this place, the thief on the cross, hours before his physical death, rock bottom. He put everything he had into this wrong life plan, and now he's got death. He's at rock, but it don't get lower than this for the thief on the cross. And sometimes God lets us hit rock bottom to find that he's the rock at the bottom. You get me? You know what the unforgivable sin is? And so many people wrestle, with this concept of what is there something unforgivable that God says you think of where these guys are at? They've been robbing people left and right. They've been inciting insurrections, leading a revolt, killing people at any cost, no cost to them at all. So it's not any of those things, right? What the unforgivable sin is, what the unpardonable sin is, phrased another way, is rejecting the only pardon, Jesus. Isn't it true? Think about this. If I'm the president of the United States, which would be fantastic, right? All of you would vote for me. Maybe not, but hopefully. Let's say I'm the president of the United States. Let's say you're all criminals, that you all have death sentences. And during my presidential pardon time of the year, I say, I'm going to give you a presidential pardon. I'm going to exonerate you of your crimes, and you no longer have to live as a prisoner. You are free. And you, in response to that, say, no thanks. That'd be atrocious, right? I mean, who would reject a presidential pardon? But in the very same way, that's what this thief does. They both have equal access to Jesus, do they not? They're both committed the same crimes, did they not? They'd have the exact same resume, do they not? And Jesus is extending presidential pardons left and right to all the people. And Father, forgive them. Father, forgive this guy for railing at me. Father, I know he's on my side now, but he was cursing me out 3 hours ago, so forgive him too. Man, I think about this, that so many people are just guilt-ridden with, I've done too much sin in my life. My resume in the past looks too bad. It's too sinful. I'm here to tell you today, you got hope for a presidential pardon for sin from Jesus Christ if you put your faith and your trust in him like this thief on the cross did, because the only unpardonable sin is saying, I don't want the pardon.